Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video we are going to be discussing what I believe is going to be happening with the update here on Red Dead Online and what I believe that means for us either tomorrow, as I'm recording this actually on Monday before the actual Tuesday update, and what that actually means for us going forward. I am going to be using some of the articles from the Newswire to kind of have some of my speculation from. So if you guys want to be able to follow along with some of the things that I'm going to be going over, then definitely go to rockstargames.com and check out their Newswire. And you might have to scroll through some of it in order to get to where you want to be. Now, over the last few weeks, we have experienced a lot of different items in Red Dead Online that have been marked off. Last week we had rifles, pistols, and pamphlets, ponchos and shirts, and other things that were 50% off. And then we have like war horses, pants, gloves, gun belts, and things like that, all 70% off. So there was some huge discounts this last week. Now, on top of that, we actually have had different discounts and bonuses to the Moonshiner. We've seen it with the Collector, the Trader, and also the Bounty Hunter over the last, month and a half or so. So we've actually seen a little bit of different things. Now, the only thing that we really haven't seen as far as basically bonuses or additional to Red Dead Online is anything specifically with the daily challenges. And if we actually go back to when Frontier Pursuits was introduced at the very end of summer, that was barely summer, but it was technically summer, we were given about 2 weeks of bonuses to the daily challenges. Now, I'm not saying that I think that's necessarily going to come back, but that is one thing that has not been introduced or been present in the last few weeks of updates. The other thing that we haven't actually seen is anything to do specifically with money. We've seen a lot of roll XP bonuses. We've seen XP bonuses. We've seen a little bit with cash specifically in Showdown, but there hasn't really been anything as far as cash goes related to free roam. So those are potentially the only two things that I think that could really go down tomorrow, besides some of the things that we've already been experiencing. There'll be some kind of discount, whether it's maybe they'll be reintroducing or bringing back an item of clothing that they haven't had in the catalog for quite some time, or maybe there's going to be a hefty discount on something that really hasn't had a discount. Even though if you look at last week's article on rockstargames.com or just on the Newswire in general, there isn't really much that's really missing. I mean, there'd be revolvers, I guess, is missing. You would have, the repeaters. So that is another thing that might be potential this week. However, I just really want to say, and I'm hoping I'm wrong, that we're not going to get any type of update tomorrow at all. There has been no talk about it, and Rockstar always gives us like at least a week ahead of time, letting us know that, hey, we are going to be releasing something to Red Dead Online. This is what you can expect. And even they did the same thing with Grand Theft Auto, where they actually let us know, I think one was like 2 weeks ahead of time, and then one was like a week ahead of time. And they said that they actually did the exact same thing with the Moonshiner roll back in December. They introduced it, and then like a week later, or it was like 10 days later, or whatever it was, then we actually finally got it. So I can't say, and I really don't believe that we're getting any type of true update to Red Dead Online. We're going to basically get drip-fed some content, and it's not even really drip-fed content. It's really just, honestly, it's discounts and that's it, and maybe some bonuses. Other than that, there's really no type of true update actually happening, and there's no like content being dripped. It's literally the same stuff, just rehashed over and over. They're just trying to buy the time. Now, I do want to say that I believe that they aren't fully ready to release the next update for Red Dead Online, and I know a lot of people might not necessarily agree with me, but Rockstar has actually been away from their offices and working from home specifically for over a month. with everything that is happening around the world right now, they have taken so much time away from the offices. Now they are still working from home and they still have support, but a lot of the support individuals now obviously are probably working from home as well. I just really don't think that we're going to be seeing a update to Red Dead Online for quite some time. There are a couple reasons why I believe that. And one is obviously the pandemic that we're experiencing, and everybody that is truly ordered to stay home. There's even countries that I've been that I know people that live in, that they are in lockdown for a very long time. It's crazy. I mean, even the state that I live on they're basically saying nothing until at least May 4th, and I have a feeling that it's going to go longer than that. So
hiding behind the fence.
That means that everything has been delayed. I mean, there was things that were canceled. E3 was canceled. We're talking about games that were moved, movies that are being moved that were supposed to be released in even June or July, and they're being postponed to a later date. Even though technically they're pretty much ready to go, and they might be ready to go with this, but maybe they just can't handle that type of impact right now into the community. Now, that's just something to think about, because if you're looking at games that were supposed to be released, or even movies that were supposed to be released in June and July, and they're saying, well, we're not going to be at least doing anything until May, they're anticipating that something is going to go longer. So that's one thing that we have to really kind of look at, and we have to also look at different industries and how they're responding to different things. Now, if Rockstar wanted to release an update, they definitely could, but they might not necessarily have the support of. So if something goes horribly wrong, are you going to want to deal with the fallout of them not being able to handle it if they were to release it? So basically, that gives them one of two things: either postponing it or making sure that it's 100% ready to go. Quite frankly, I would rather have and wait for an update that's truly worthwhile and has no problems, instead of saying, give it to me, I want to play it now, and I don't care how it responds. We saw what happened with the Moonshiner update. We had the Moonshiner update, then we started getting some of the issues with the snow, and then we lost animals for basically 3 months, and then they were still trying to work on it. I don't want to experience anything like that in Red Dead Online. For a lot of the new players that don't know what really happened, it was horrible. That honestly, between losing all the animals and a lot of people trying to get solo lobbies, which people still are trying to do that, it made a lot of the old players, or a lot of the original players, decide that they were just going to move on to a lot of other things. Even look at the big content creators that were a part of Red Dead Online. There's a lot of people that are saying they're done, they're moving on to different things, and they just want to experience things, and some of people are just wanting to take a time out from YouTube in general. They can't keep up with everything that's going on, and this is during the time of the pandemic. Now, if we also look at Rockstar Games and take a look at some of the articles that were released earlier, there is something that I very specifically want to just go over with you guys. However, it's back a few weeks. I'm trying to actually find the actual date of it, but I believe it was the 24th.
Lovely flubs.
I'm scrolling through the article here just to make sure. Yeah, the 24th, it actually says ongoing rank-based rewards now through April the 6th.
Seriously?
And that's if you hit
You know what? Fuck that.
and reach rank 10 through 60. So they were going to give basically advantages to mostly new players. They are trying to say the veteran and fresh face alike, but they are definitely catering to the newer players, which I get that. They're trying to help the newer players out. But if you basically go, it was like a week later, and in their article, I believe it was, that it actually said until June. There's a big difference, and then it went right back to April. And I'm actually trying to find that as I'm actually speaking to you on that, and everything that I actually have says April the 6th. So either it was a mistake that they had made, but to me, if they made a mistake or somebody made a mistake, that actually tells me that there might not be a true update until June. which would be crazy, but it would technically be the spring update because it was, I believe, like right around the 10th or the 6th or something like that of June. I'd have to, I made a video on the update
you
itself,
son of a
so
bitch.
we could definitely go back and I could, you know, I actually say that in the video,
You
so we'd have to
douchebag.
listen to that point in time of it. But I think they've actually fixed it since then. So that's another reason I do really feel like it's not coming now, and that we're probably going to have to wait. And honestly, if they were to even introduce anything, we're still a week away from them
Oh,
probably
shit.
releasing anything as well. And I'm hoping that I'm wrong because I would love to see something more in Red Dead Online. Quite frankly, I personally have been being very burnt out from playing Red Dead Online, and the people that I've played with and know that I've been playing since basically day one of the beta days, they're just getting really annoyed with it. And honestly, they want to do one daily challenge to continue their daily challenge streak, and then they log off. I'm putting maybe an hour into it each and every single day, and that's all I'm putting into it. I have a lot of other things that I would like to do, and quite frankly, I'm a rank 20 and everything. I've got a ton of money. I've got a ton of gold. I really don't need any more. But there's nothing else to do. I own everything. I have everything that I could possibly want or need. And I feel like I'm at a good enough rank where, you know, I'm okay at PvP. And the ranking really doesn't have anything to do with that. But all my ability cards are maxed out. I've purchased all that kind of stuff, and I have everything that I could ever want. So I'm not that I'm done with Red Dead, because I'm still going to do it, but doing multiple times per day, it's probably not going to be happening until at least the next update. The other thing that I wanted to let you guys know is I do play a lot of varieties of other games here on the channel. So I do live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at set schedule. So you can either check my website, which is gamercorey.com, for that. And I do live stream on other days, but you guys are either going to need to subscribe to me so you guys get notified. So you're going to have to make sure that your bell notifications are turned on. You can follow me on Twitter, or you can even check out my website from time to time if you want to find out when I do go live. I've been playing other games like Last of Us, Grand Theft Auto. We've been looking at like different computer games, City Skylines. There's a couple other things that I really would like to get involved into. I play Minecraft. I do other things, and those are the days, the off days are kind of when I stream those types of things, which is pretty amazing. Unfortunately, I really don't think that Red Dead Online is going to see any type of major update for at least another month. That's my feeling. And honestly, if I was to give my true feelings, it's more like June. I really hope that I'm wrong. Red Dead and Rockstar definitely needs to do something with Red Dead because it's definitely suffering big time. And a lot of other players that I've played with are no longer playing anymore just because there's nothing for us to do. They have everything, and it was time for them to play something that they truly enjoyed because they weren't enjoying what Rockstar has given to us, which is really unfortunate because Red Dead Online is such an amazing game. And I think that they honestly had an opportunity, and they got greedy, and they blew it. They came out with the beta too soon. They tried to do things too soon, and it just fell apart, especially with the Moonshiner roll, which just rolled out this past December. They made a lot of mistakes, and it was all about making profits versus making sure that the game and the players, the game was good and the players were satisfied. And it just didn't work out that way. If you satisfy the players, income comes. But if you try to push the income and the game's not ready, then all those people that really wanted to play it and started playing it from day one are going to move on to something different. That's all there really is to it. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the video, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. I would love to see you guys join me on my live streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and others days as announced. Again, check those times on my website, which is gamercorey.com. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys, stay gaming.